In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use your GPUs to mine crypto that you shouldn't be able to mine. Let's talk about it. There are different cryptos out there. Cryptos that are proof of work, in which you need some sort of hardware to mine that crypto, and then other cryptos in which you need to buy or stake, in which you kind of lock up that crypto and you earn an interest on that crypto being locked up. Well, this is a mining channel, and we use CPUs and GPUs to mine crypto. And there's a website that we can go to, Unmineable, to mine crypto that we shouldn't or can't mine with our equipment. Here on Unmineable, there'll be a link in the description. You can see the many different cryptos that you can mine. Now, the way this works is that you choose an algorithm that's supported by the website. For instance, I'll choose the top one, SHIB. Now, SHIB is not a coin that you can traditionally mine. You have to buy it. Well, if you have equipment laying around, or if you really believe in this project, you can use your equipment to mine it instead of buying it. And it's kind of using the investment of your equipment instead of your wallet and just buying it. Once you choose a crypto on this site to mine, you're given a couple of different algorithms that you can mine to. And what this means is that you will be mining a proof of work coin such as Flux or Ethereum Classic, and the website will then pay you out in whatever crypto you want. And they will take a fee, and they kind of lay everything out here for you. So if you're new to mining, the website really lays it out so that you understand exactly what's going on. For instance, if you have a graphics card that you want to use to mine with and then be paid out in whatever coin you choose, it'll put what the algorithm is using underneath it. So here on Zellhash, it's a graphics card. ETC hash, it's a graphics card. And then over here on Random X, it says CPU. So you can use your graphics card and CPU to mine these coins and then be paid out in whatever it is you want. Additionally, I'll go back to Zellhash, which is Flux. You can come here and it's going to give you some additional requirements that you're going to need in order to mine this specific algorithm. There are different GPUs out there that has a VRAM of 4 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes, and it just goes on up. Some of the older GPUs can't mine some of these coins because they have a memory limit on their VRAM. So that's something you really want to pay attention to. Here on the Zellhash, it says that they've got a VRAM requirement of 3 gigabytes. ETC hash, same thing. They've got a VRAM requirement of 3 gigabytes. However, we get to ETH hash, and you're going to need a 6 gigabyte VRAM graphics card. So when choosing whatever crypto you want to mine on this site, you want to make sure that your graphics card can mine this particular algorithm. Now, you're probably wondering, why are there so many different algorithms? And that would be because each algorithm is going to pay out differently. So maybe mining Zellhash, you'll earn more of whatever unmineable coin that you want. Or maybe mining ETH hash, you will make more. And that's something that you can go through and look at in deciding. So let's take a look at that right now. Now, the way we are going to get our numbers to put into Unmineable to figure out which algorithm we want to use, we're going to come to WhatToMine. Link will be in the description. And we're going to go through and we're going to put in what GPUs we have, how many, and then you can select or unselect. And this is the mega hash that I have. So I simply entered 13 to make it easy for this video. And then after you do that, you'll come down to this section. And this section is going to have the different algorithms, right? So ET hash, this is going to be, if you go back to Unmineable, you've got an ET hash algorithm right here, ETC, Zellhash, Capal. We're not going to worry about RandomX right now. That's a CPU. And we're simply going to talk about GPUs. So anyway, once you go through and get all of these algorithms, you come back to WhatToMine and then you select it so that only these algorithms will come up, and you can select which algorithm you want to mine to. After you do that, you come down to underneath cost. This is going to be your cost of power. You can change it to 10, 15, whatever you're paying for power. And what WhatToMine will do is it'll take your hash rate and subtract your power and then show you what your profits are, okay? So after we put in whatever information we want to put in here, I think it was at 13, then you come over and just simply hit calculate. Once you do that, scroll down, and then at the top, this is going to be the #1 performing cryptos, which is currently Neoxa. This changes multiple times every day. It changes every day. So Neoxa, and then underneath that, it has the algorithm Capal, right? So if you're like, oh, I think with this being #1, I would rather mine Capal and get the most, because what Unmineable does is it's also changing based on profits. So what we can do is, let's say we want to use Capal. We will simply come up here and we find Capal. It's right here. And right here, this mega hash, we're going to simply copy, and we're going to go back to Unmineable. And we're going to scroll over until we get to Capal. We're going to select Capal. We're going to scroll down. And right here in this mega hash Capal box, we're going to right click and paste. And what Unmineable is going to do is it's going to calculate your mega hash on Capal and let you know how much of Shiba Inu you will make every day. So based on this right now, you will make this amount right here. And then monthly, this is estimated, you will make about this amount. Another important thing to look at is your payout. So based on the ETH chain, based on BSC, KCC, it'll let you know at 150,000, whenever you get 100. So what'll happen is once you start mining, it will start banking it. And then you can look up your address to see how much you have. And once you hit the threshold of your payout, that's when Unmineable will pay you. So it may take a day, it may take a couple of days, it may take a week, who knows, whatever it is your farm is compared to what the payout threshold is going to be, right? ETC. So what we can do is once you click over to a different algorithm, you want to get that box out because that's not correct. You want to go back to WhatToMine, and ETC and ET hash, they're the same. So we could simply copy, go back to ETC hash, paste it in there, and now it's going to calculate ETC hash, how much you would make every day and every month. And again, you want to look at what's it costing me in power? What am I getting at the end of the day? What is the most profitable based on my setup? And what I've done is simply based on Shiba, I created a little spreadsheet. So I'll bring that up right now. That way we can compare the different algorithms and which one we want to go with. What I've done here is I've created a really quick Excel spreadsheet so that we can compare our hash rate / souls, depending on the algorithm, versus our daily and monthly profitability. That way we can determine which coin we want to go with. Just keep in mind that this changes several times during the day, several times during the month. So what may be true now may not be true in an hour or tomorrow. All right. And what I did is I simply went from WhatToMine and I put in the algorithm, I put in the mega hash, and then I went over here and I put this in. Then what I did is I went back to Shiba, and after putting in each one, I simply copied and pasted each one into the Excel spreadsheet so that I could look at this a lot easier. And according to where we are at today, with it's 11/7/2022 at 11:28 a.m. right here in California, this is the payout. And according to these numbers and these, I put profitability, it looks like Ergo, okay, Autolycos or Ergo is going to be the best one at the moment. And Ergo is actually pretty good because Ergo uses less power than, say, Capal or some of these other algorithms. So Ergo is a really good coin to mine. So once we have decided which algorithm we want to use, we now can move to the next step on setting up our miner to mine the unmineable coin. So let's get into that. Now, what we want to do now is we want to create a folder on your desktop. I'm just saying desktop because I think that's the easiest. And we want to make this folder where we keep all of our miners. And the reason we're going to do this is because we are going to create an exception within our antivirus software to allow these miner programs to run. The miner programs give a false flag that it's a virus, and Windows will not let it run. But we're going to put an exception in to allow it to run. That's why we want to make sure that we are getting these files from the official GitHub and not some malicious place. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, the first thing we want to do to create this folder is just come to your desktop. That's the easiest. Select new folder and name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it Crypto Miners. Press enter. Now we have our folder that we want to create the exception for. Now come down to your Windows icon, go to Settings, come down to Privacy and Security on the left, come up to Windows Security at the top, and under Protection Areas, we are going to select Virus and Threat Protection. Now what we're going to do is scroll down to Virus and Threat Protection Settings and select Manage Settings. In here, we're going to select the real-time protection. We're going to turn that off for the time being and then select yes. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to exclusions. You can simply hit dismiss. It's letting us know we've turned off the real-time protection. We're going to hit exclusions, add and remove. Yes. We're going to add an exclusion and we are going to select the folder we just created on the desktop. Hit select folder, and then once you've done that, you can X out of your folders. And now we have our folder that we are ready to put our miners in. Now that we have created our antivirus exception folder, we are going to go back to Unmineable. There are two ways to mine on Unmineable. One is going to be a program that Unmineable has created. It's very easy. You simply go to the website, select Get Started. Once you come to Get Started, it's going to have a download for you. In the light green, it's going to have miner files included in the software. And in this other one, you would have to separately download the miner files. So if you're new to mining and you just want to get your feet wet and see if this is for you, or you're just not looking for a hassle, you can simply come to select the one that includes the miner files, select it. And now what you're going to do is you are going to save this to that folder on the desktop. Once the file has downloaded, we're going to go to our folder where we downloaded it to. We're going to locate the file and we are going to unzip or unrar whatever program you have. Extract to, and now by extracting this created a new folder. We're going to go inside this new folder and now here is our program. Now what we're going to do is simply open the program. It's going to say only for me or anyone who uses this computer, whatever it is that you want to do. Simply say next, install. It's going to install all the files, hit finish, and now it's going to run the Unmineable program. Now we're ready to mine with the Unmineable program. So make sure it's open. If it's not open, it created an app shortcut on the desktop. Just open that up. and you can select daytime, nighttime. I like the dark theme. So I'll just select the dark theme and then hit continue. Next, it's just going to walk us through step by step. What mining hardware are we using? Are we using GPUs? Are we using CPUs? This video is about GPUs. So highlight GPUs. Next, it wants us to select which miner we want to use. And you can do some research to see which miner it is that you prefer. Here, I'm going to select MB Miner. Next, it's going to say, you will be using Capal. You need at least 6 gigabytes of VRAM or less than 6 gigabytes of VRAM. If you want to change this, and this goes back to our spreadsheet, hit change. And here you can come in here and make some of those changes that we want to make sure that we're getting the most of our coin for our hardware. So do you want to do low intensity? It just kind of lets you know low intensity for idle mining, less power usage with lower mining rewards. High for dedicated mining, more power usage with the highest mining rewards, or custom. So we'll just select high. Next, set the GPU mining algorithm. This goes back to our Excel spreadsheet that we created. And I think it was saying that Ergo was the best algorithm to mine with. So I'll select Autolycos because Autolycos is Ergo. Next, we can create a specific name for our worker if that's what we want to do. And just leave this as is. And a referral code. A referral code is whenever you have one computer or one rig, and once you get that set up, you'll be given a referral code. And that referral code allows you to mine at a reduced rate. You can come back in and put that in and see it takes your mining fee down to 0.75%. Port, you can simply select, leave the port as is. Start mining on app start. I like that set to off. I like to control it. Then you can hit save. Next, you're going to hit the next button. And now it's going to want to know what coin is it that you want to receive. You're going to be mining with Autolycos, so you're going to be mining Ergo, but you don't want to receive Ergo. You want to receive SHIB. I think we were looking at SHIB. So what you'll do is you'll simply go through, find whatever coin that you want to receive. And once you find the coin, we're going to select it. So this is in alphabetical order. There's SHIB, right? And when selecting your coin within your wallet, it's going to let you know this is SHIB on the BSC network, like this right here, or SHIB on the ETH Ethereum network, or SHIB on the KCC. You want to make sure that you understand which type of SHIB coin you are mining according to your wallet. So select SHIB, and next you want to go to your wallet and get your SHIB address and insert that right here. You want to paste that in here because now it needs to know, okay, you want to receive SHIB. What is your address so I can send the SHIB to you? So let me get my SHIB address. Now what I've done is I've gone to my Exodus wallet. I have copied my SHIB wallet address on receiving SHIB to my Exodus wallet. And now I'm coming back here and I am going to paste that address in here. And again, my SHIB is on the Ethereum blockchain. And they just want you to make sure that you're doing the correct coin to the correct chain, because if you mine and you don't have this set up correctly, you will never receive anything. It just has to be set up correctly. So once we do this, we can simply say start. And this is the Unmineable program running. You can simply just leave this here and there you go. Now, one other setting that I would change before walking away is to come down here to the bottom and you can go to this little world icon. It will take you to the Unmineable website so you can track the status of your worker as well as make changes to your payout. It's going to, by default, be checked off, but you can select to be automatically paid once a day at this time whenever your balance is over this amount. And this will be for every coin. It will just kind of, whatever the amount is. So just simply select it. And now you don't have to worry about it. Whenever your threshold is hit, Unmineable will automatically pay out whatever your coin is that you're mining. Second, if you want to know where your referral code is, now you can come over to the referrals right here, and this is your referral code. So you can copy it and give it to friends or use it on your own miner or miners. Now, the other way to mine on Unmineable, which is my preferred way of mining, and what I would recommend if you're willing to take the time to do just a few extra steps, is by downloading a specific GPU miner program and then editing that BAT file to your coin and pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through doing the T-Rex miner, and the same thing. We're going to be mining on Unmineable, the SHIB coin. So we're going to come to T-Rex. We're going to come down to the win.zip file. We're going to select it and download it to our desktop. Once T-Rex is finished downloading, go to where you downloaded it to. I put it in the crypto miners folder on the desktop that I created. You want to unzip or unrar whatever program you're using, and it's going to create another folder where our miner file is going to be. Then what we're going to do is we're going to open that file, and these are the BAT files that the mining creator has made for us. And we can go in here and we can easily edit these files to do whatever it is that we want to do. And what we want to do is we want to mine Autolycos and get SHIB. So Ergo is an Autolycos coin. So we can simply come to one of the Ergo files. I'll choose the Ergo-2 miners. We're going to highlight, right click it, come down to show more options and select edit. Now, the only things that we need to change in here, the pool address, the port, and the wallet address. The name of the rig, you can leave this or you can change it to something else if you want. And the place that we get this information, the first thing we want is the pool address. So we're going to go back to Unmineable. We are on the SHIB, and we are going to highlight the Autolycos graphic card option. We're going to scroll down, and in the middle, surrounded by this dotted line box, this is the Unmineable pool address. We're going to simply click it. It's going to copy. We are going to go back to our BAT file. Again, we're going to start with the erg.2miners.com, highlight that, right click, and paste. And now we've got autolycos.unmineable.com. Now we're going to leave the colon, and we're going to get or change the port number. So we're going to go back to Unmineable, and we're going to look at the TCP ports. Don't look at the SSL ports. Maybe earlier I might have said 4444, but no, you need to do the TCP ports. So that's my bad if that came up. So TCP ports 3333. All right, so let's go back to our BAT file. We're going to, right after the pool address, colon 3333. All right, we want to make sure that space is still there between the minus U. Now we need to change the wallet address. This is the wallet address for the developer of this miner. And we're mining SHIB. And so again, I'm going to go back to my SHIB address from Exodus. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come over here again. I'm going to highlight all the way to the period. Don't take out the period. Right click, paste. Now this is my Exodus SHIB address, but there's one other thing you have to do here. Go back to the Unmineable website. And if you look, it shows you how to set this up. You put capital SHIB colon, your wallet address, period, your worker name. So we just put in our wallet address. We need to go put in the SHIB colon in front of the wallet address. So I'm going to go back. This is our wallet address. We're going to type in SHIB, all caps, colon. And then again, here's our SHIB. This is our SHIB address, period. And then we can name this whatever we want. We can name it Neo. We can name it Rig 1. We can name it OC Miner 1, whatever you want. And these are all the changes that you need to make. Now, the most important part is we need to save this a certain way. So come up to File, Save As. Now, under File Name, you can save this under whatever name you want. But what I'm going to do, just so I know what file is what, I'm going to leave the ergo because to me, that lets me know what algorithm we're using. Then I'm going to type in the coin that we're mining. And then I'm going to put another dash and I'm going to put the name of the pool that we're mining to, which is Unmineable. After we've put in Unmineable, we need to put a period and then BAT, lowercase. That's how you need to name the file. Then underneath that, we need to, on the Save As type, do the drop down and select all files. So again, this is really important. You need to put the period BAT after the file name and then Save As type, all files. Once you do that, hit save. We can close this out. And now we can go back to our folder where the BAT files are. And within here, we should see our Ergo SHIB Unmineable. Once we find it, we simply double click. And now we are mining Ergo or Autolycos to Unmineable, and Unmineable is going to do that conversion for us and pay us out in SHIB. And that is how you can mine crypto that you should not be able to mine with your GPUs. You know, you can come in here and spec mine certain algorithms because you don't know what's going on with them or they're really difficult to find to purchase. And one of those cryptos is XRP. Maybe you want to mine some XRP and get that bag, if you will, and store that up, waiting on the decision from the court. In any event, I hope you liked this video and found it useful. We'll see you on the next one.